Oh,
All right.
mm,
So this is our scenario 230 planning meeting, and I think I'll just start by sharing my screen.
you're gonna hear my audio because my phone won't let me turn it all the way
It's all
down.
right.
Yeah, so you're
It's
just gonna
fine.
hear your own voice for a minute.
Mm, So this is the 230 spreadsheet, and for my spreadsheet, I started off with just first off changing the 5 fermenters to, or 4 fermenters to 5, and then I kind of followed the video for like half of it, and then I just went to trial and error after I figured out what to do for Munich. And instead of putting Munich's production to 2,500 per month, I slowly built it up and changed the price to get rid of the lost sales that were here. And that meant I had to raise it really high at first, and then it was just raised by $1 until the last month where it was only raised 15 cents. And then for like Taj Mahal, I just kind of took out just a little bit of production like throughout it to even out the production orders we were putting on Munich. And then I barely changed their price until the very end when I just took it down $1 to level out the lost sales again. And Alley Cat, I let it, at first I wasn't producing 5,000, I just lowered it a little bit, but then let it produce 5,000 throughout the summer months to make sure the ending inventory was low. And then as it got higher, I lowered the production to 4,000, 2,000, 2,000, and 1,000. And for the price, I changed price right in the middle just because right here there was a lot of lost sales that had to be changed, so the demand was different, and so I changed price to even it out. And then Edgar, I did absolutely nothing to let that just do its own thing, and that was about it. And I ended up with a EBT of 314,000.
All right. Well,
Can I go next? Because my
yeah.
computer's at 9%. And I don't
Go
trust
ahead.
it.
Yes.
So let me just figure out how to screen share again.
Press share and then click on your screen.
Share.
You'll be able to select, like, submit it, right?
It saves no matter what.
Shares.
I forgot that my phone camera, like, zooms.
This is my spreadsheet. That's inventory. So I started out by taking Taj Mahal and trying to get the inventory down to around 2,000. So I did that, and then didn't really have to adjust the price at all. Like, just kind of worked out. Um, for Alleycat, increasing production. Um, actually, no, I don't think I. No, I did. I increased it to 5,000. So we're like building up here, um, building up in the summer, and then as it gets down to the fall months, then we're producing less of it, and the price also increases in the summer to make up for the lost sales. Then for the Munich, I just kind of kept it at 250, same price throughout because we really don't know what the demand will be for it, so we'll just kind of have to troubleshoot it as we go. For Edgar Ale, I didn't really do a ton to it. Like there were lost sales, so I raised the prices in some areas. Um, yeah. And then my ending is 319. I kind of showed it earlier, but this is what the inventory graph looks like. So if you go up to here, we're building, and then during the summer, it falls around 2,000 and then just kind of stays there for the rest of the year. Um, the Edgar Ale starts up here, goes down, and it stays kind of like around like 1,000 during the summer and then goes back up again in the winter. Taj Mahal, it stays probably around 2,000, which is what I said earlier.
Okay. So For mine, I'm gonna have to turn my camera because my computer camera is not working right now. So hopefully you just bear with me here. Um, so hopefully you can see this a little bit, but I will explain everything even if you can't. So for Taj Mahal, I left the price the same for the most part. And then for the production, we gradually just started increasing over time and kind of keeping it consistent around 4,000 towards the middle and months. For Alley Cat, we ended up increasing it gradually into the summer months because that is when it's most popular and to make up for the lost sales. And then we see a drop going into the winter months, which is normal for Alley Cat. And for the production, I started off pretty high for Alley Cat. We want to start building that up really early so that way when the summer months hit, we're not running out of inventory. And so we go from 5,000, and then once we hit September, it goes down to 4,000, then 2,000 and 1,000s. For Munich, we really did not touch that much at all. Everything is the same price for 13 and the production is 2,500 because we don't know how it's going to perform quite yet with a fourth beer in play. So we want to see how that's going to play out. And for Edgar Ale, we started off with high prices during like the first couple months, and then we increased to about 18, and then we dropped to the rest around 14.50 because Edgar Ale is pretty popular during the winter months, and we can sell a lot of it for a lesser price. And starting in April, I went all the way to 5 fermenters as well. And if we look at the inventory, it is similar to Hannah's in a sense, because we are building up Alley Cat, like I said, in the beginning months to get ready for those summer months, and then we just let it drop. We start off with Edgar and Taj Mahal at 6,000. We're constantly letting it drop, but we see here as we get into the winter months, it's kind of increasing over time. And this is also something that we outlined in our scenario 220 presentation, which is not having excess inventory at the very ends of the month. And we made sure that this is what happened at the end. So we're not left with a bunch of inventory and basically not making money off of any sales for it. And that is why we are building up into this point.
All right. Now we want to do the 8 work orders for next Monday.
And while we're pulling this up for the work orders, I just want to make sure that we assign our roles really quickly. So I'm going to be putting in the production orders and making sure that it is on time, especially with now a fourth beer, which will be pretty time consuming. Hannah, what will you be doing?
Oh, I'll be doing the pricing and probably keeping track of. Oh, we didn't decide what spreadsheet you'd be doing.
We're going to be
We're using
probably doing yours.
Mine still has CBT, so we'll do that. So I can keep track of that and kind of like, yeah.
And I'm gonna be tracking like the inventory as it's going and our sales, and then our loans that we were paying off throughout the year. Do you want to use my computer to put them in?
I can put them in using my computer. It's just the camera that doesn't work for some reason. So as a team, we've decided that we want to stock up on Alley Cat like we mentioned and showed in our inventory graphs for the most part. So do you guys have an input onto how much we want to put in
For the work
for
orders?
Alley Cat? Yep, and just
I
for our
think we're
orders.
talking about we're gonna do like the first month it'll be like Alley Cat, Edgar, Taj, and then the second one will be Alley Cat, Taj, Munich. And we'll probably just stay something similar with that.
So right now, creating a production order for 2 alley cats, 1 Edgar, and 1 Taj. And then for the second order, we're creating another 2 alley cat, 1 Taj, and 1 Munich. So that does show exactly what we put in there, so you shouldn't have a problem seeing that. And the last thing I want to discuss really quickly, so we make sure to hit all of the objectives, is what we learned from how price like impacts demand for each product. That was one of the things that we needed to make sure to outline. So I want to pull up my spreadsheet again while I'm doing that. Hannah, do you have anything to add in terms of that?
Well, when you raise the price, the demand will go down. So with doing the spreadsheet, I think one of the biggest things is that you need to prevent on sales by raising the price.
And I,
And if you have too much inventory.
yes. Yeah, and we see that even in the numbers here, where like Alley Cat, for example, you don't really see like a change in demand here, but as soon as we raise the price up to 17, we're seeing it go down quite a bit. So we just want to make sure that we're watching the inventory graph when it starts rolling throughout the months, and making sure we're changing the price and the amount of production based on, you know, the demand that comes with it. So we'll be making sure to monitor that. I think we have covered everything else. But we just want to ensure that we're using the planning spreadsheet to guide decisions during our simulation. We pretty well crafted it, so we'll be making sure we have it up on the slide or computer next to us, ensuring that we're following it exactly to a T. And that
And
is,
maybe you need preparation, we might do a practice run because that's smart planning.
absolutely. So that is all we have. We hope you have a good day, Mr. Wagner, and peace out.